Welcome to Netrush Report, your home for the most dramatic, emotional, and high-stakes stories in tennis. If you live for shocking rivalries, bold predictions, and the raw emotions behind the sport's greatest players, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. The US Open has always been the loudest, rowdiest Grand Slam in tennis. Unlike Wimbledon's polished silence, Flushing Meadows thrives on noise, unpredictability, and raw passion. But this year, controversies hit hard and fast. Medvedev's meltdown. The Russian former world number one imploded in his first-round loss to Benjamin Bonzi. He berated the umpire, demanded the crowd boo the official, and then obliterated his racket in frustration. The punishment? A hefty fine and endless headlines questioning his mentality. Ostapenko versus Townsend. Then came Jelena Ostapenko, who, after losing to Taylor Townsend, made it personal. She dismissed Townsend as lacking class and education. For many, the comment had a racial undertone, especially in the context of tennis's history. Tsitsipas versus Altmaier. Add Stefanos Tsitsipas to the chaos, furious over Altmaier's underarm serve, accusing him of disrespecting the game. Another shouting match, another controversy. With all this drama, reporters turned to Naomi Osaka after her win over Daria Kasatkina. The question: is it something about New York that makes players lose control? Osaka didn't hesitate. Her answer? A firm defense of the city. Don't blame New York. For Osaka, New York is sacred. It's the place where she announced herself to the world with her 2018 US Open win over Serena Williams. It's where she became a two-time champion in 2020. That when others accused the atmosphere of fueling meltdowns, Osaka pushed back. She credited the city with bringing out her best behavior. She reminded everyone that the US Open's energy is unique. But for her, it's inspiring, not destructive. That it was a subtle but powerful rebuke, not just to the critics, but to her fellow players who let themselves unravel under the spotlight. Then came the moment where Osaka's voice carried even more weight. Asked about Ostapenko's class and education, jab at Townsend, Osaka didn't dodge. She called it what it was: unacceptable. Her words cut deep. That's one of the worst things you can say to a black tennis player in a majority-white sport. In that single statement, Osaka reminded the tennis world of the sport's complicated racial history. She stood with Taylor Townsend, while also pointing out the subtle racism that can still seep into on-court rivalries. And remember, this is Naomi Osaka, someone who has openly spoken about her identity, protested for Black Lives Matter in 2020, and walked away from tournaments to prioritize mental health. When Osaka speaks, the tennis world listens. Her calm, composed perspective stood in stark contrast to her peers. Medvedev's fiery implosion and hostility, Ostapenko's bitter attack, Tsitsipas's temper over tactics. In a tournament defined by outbursts, Osaka represented something different. A reminder that New York's atmosphere doesn't have to break you. It can elevate you. But of course, Naomi's words are only part of the story. Her racket will soon do the talking in one of the biggest matches of the tournament. Naomi Osaka versus Coco Gauff. The stakes: a quarterfinal spot. Pride between two generational icons. That a rivalry that's already captured the world's imagination. Head-to-head, Gauff leads Osaka 3-2. Gauff, the defending 2023 champion, thrives under pressure. Osaka, a two-time US Open winner, is hungry for redemption after years away from her peak. And now, after defending New York and speaking out on racism in tennis, Naomi Osaka heads into this battle with even more eyes on her. This isn't just about one match or one controversy. It's about how players handle the chaos of the US Open spotlight. For Medvedev, it's a warning. His temperament continues to haunt him. For Ostapenko, it's a reminder that words matter, and the world is listening. For Tsitsipas, it's another chapter in his struggle to stay composed. For Osaka, it's proof that she's more than just a tennis player. She's a leader, an advocate, and an athlete who knows that New York doesn't break her. It empowers her. Naomi Osaka says, "Don't blame New York." But as the controversies pile up, the question remains: can the other stars of the game handle the bright lights of the US Open the way she can? What do you think? Is Naomi right to defend New York? Or are the critics correct that Flushing Meadows pushes players to the edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love staying updated on the most dramatic and emotional stories in tennis, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Netrush Report, and hit the bell icon so you never miss the next big chapter. Because here at Netrush Report, the drama never sleeps, just like New York.